Hi, this is John Burek with PC Mag. Welcome to One Cool Thing, where we show off some very cool products here from CES, or not CES as it may be this year, it being all digital. I'm here with Clifford Chun, who's a director of product marketing with MSI, and Cliff has three very interesting laptops in front of us for gaming. Cliff, could you give us a tour of the one in the center there, which, as I understand it, is a redesigned flagship of yours?
Yeah, thank you, John, and thank you for having us. So right here in front of us, this one is our new GE76 Raider. We launched the GE66 Raider last year, whole new revamped design, very cool looking, keeping the ports in the back. And this year, what we do is this one is our new flagships. So basically, our old flagships was our GT Titan series, and we are able to squeeze all of those features into this new chassis on the GE76. So as you can see, we keep the light bar, the RGB light bar in the front. That's what the GE66 Raider had before, and customers really like it. This is all programmable design, and obviously per key RGB keyboard still in here. One cool things about this is we ante up on the webcam, because as we're doing right now, a lot of people is doing virtual meetings and stuff like that. So in here, we're able to squeeze in the full HD camera into the webcam here. So that's something that is great for people who do a lot of video conferencing and stuff like that. And other things that we do differently in here is the Wi-Fi 6E. So this one will comes with the Wi-Fi 6E. That basically is the newest Wi-Fi technologies. Not that many devices right now is using that kind of bandwidth, so it will have less interference for gamers. Right. Last but not least, obviously, we're talking about the Ampere laptop today. For this unit, we're able to do full power 3080s, the RTX 3080s all in here, alongside with octa-core i9. So everything, the most powerful things that you can put into a gaming laptop is right here. Plus, one last things in here, as you can see on the bottoms, is have a huge ventilation, because we are changing the whole cooling designs. Even it's still only have 6 pipes, but we're making each pipes to be able to thicker and wider, so that way the heat dissipation is better. Plus, if you just take out a couple of screws in here, it's all accessible on all the memory and SSDs on the bottom. So it's very easy to upgrade down the road.
Very cool. So in terms of CPU, you mentioned that it's Ampere for GPU. This is Intel Tiger Lake in there, or is it Comet Lake?
This one is still the 10th gen, the full power 10th gen versions in here for now.
Got it. Oh, okay. And in terms of the Ampere, what is the range on that machine? Is it it goes up to 3080? Does it start at 3060, or what are the options?
So this one starts with the 3070s, and then it will also go all the way up to the 3080, the 16 gig versions. And the reason why we're using the 16 gig version is because MSI co-work with Intel and Nvidia to come out this new technologies called resizable bar technologies. Basically, the Intel chipsets is able to access all the VRAM of the GPU this time. So it will enhance the experience and accelerate the performance.
Got it. Are you also going to be offering 3080 with the ordinary amount of memory, or just the 16 gig version?
We would. There's currently planning on that SKUs, but at launch, we are going to definitely have it on the 16 gig first.
Got it. Okay, and in terms of sizes, this is a 17-incher we're looking at there. There'll also be a 15-inch version, as I understand. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're continuing the GE66 Raider on the 15.6-inch versions, and basically all the features, all the stuff that I just talked about is also in there.
Got it. And what about the screen? The screen technology. We're talking high refresh. Are we talking G-Sync or not?
So we're definitely going to have the high refresh. So the 17-inch, we do have a 4K versions. On the Full HD, we have 144, 240, and 300 hertz. And then on the 15.6-inch, we have Full HD, 240, and 300 hertz options.
Oh, okay. So pretty much up and down the stack, you can find something that works for the kind of GPU you have and what your budget is.
Correct. And we usually do a lot of different options right there, so that customers can choose based on their budgets or based on what they want to do.
Okay. Are you talking about pricing yet, or no?
Yeah, the pricing right now, we're talking about somewhere around the $19.99 all the way up to the $29.99.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah,
good.
still pretty reasonable price range on this stuff. And one thing I want to talk about since we talk about pricing is we are going to have all of this ready in store for pickup on the shipping day embargo. So it is available for pre-order right now, and then the day of the shipment is all ready to go.
Oh, okay. So these will be on the market in January. Great.
Yep.
Cool. So let's move over to the one that's on, I guess, my left, your right.
Yep.
That model would be the Leopard, as I understand it, the GP66 Leopard.
Correct. So this one's the GP66 Leopard. Leopard have been our quote-unquote mid-range gaming machines back in the days. It was a tad boring, kind of just a red and black designs and stuff like that. And for the past years, we have been selling the GE66 Raiders, and people is like, well, we loved it. Like especially engineers or the work, pseudo workers, kind of like work during the day and gaming at night. What they do is they they want to buy something like this because they need the powerfulness, but they don't want the RGB because they can't convince their boss to buy an RGB gaming laptop for work. So that's the whole reason we kind of mushed the GE Raider chassis design, but we also steal the GS Stealth, the tuned down feels. For example, if you take a look at the logo in here, it's a little bit subtle. It's not screaming gaming that much. Alongside in the front, we take out the RGB bar, but we still keep the RGB per key RGB keyboard, just so that you can still hide inside and still game at night with it. And basically most of the major features is also in here, especially for example, the Ampere technologies of the DLSS 2.0, real-time ray tracing and everything like that. And then for the screen options on the 17-inch is the 240 hertz, 300 hertz. On the 15.6 inch is the 144 and 240 hertz.
Got
so this one can go all the way up to 3070.
Mm-hmm.
So the 3070 is the Max-Q technologies, and then the 3060 is the full power version.
Got it. And what's the price range on this one?
So the price range on this one is somewhere around the $17.99 to $25.99.
Okay. Yeah, can we get a close-up, I guess, on the insides, the keyboard, and all around?
Yeah.
Look.
So as you can see, we're definitely still going to have all the SteelSeries keyboard design. That's something that people really like of it. The only tad change is we're moving the power button into here. And that's pretty much different in here. And one other major reason why we want to switch it over to this kind of chassis is we're keeping the same port layout, just like how the GE is. So all the Ethernet, power cord, everything is in the back. So if you're lefty or the righty, you won't have anything that's like blocking your hands.
Cool. Yeah, because we're seeing on some gaming laptops these days, they're dropping the Ethernet port altogether, which I find puzzling, at times. So good to see it, and it's good to see it in a good location where it's out of the way of your mousing hand.
Yeah, we are true believers to keep the Ethernet port. I mean, even though Wi-Fi is better nowadays, but there is still could be life or death situations for gamers in the game, obviously.
Well, very cool. So that's the Leopard, which comes in 17 and 15-inch versions. And then to my right, your left, once again, you have a third laptop.
Yep.
Which, as I understand it, is using newest gen Intel H series Tiger Lake processors. Correct.
So this one is our brand revamped of the Stealth 15M. So last year we launched the 11 Gen U CPU from Intel. And this year, we're actually using the 11 Gen H35 chipsets in here. With this thin and light form factors, we're able to do it with the 3060s, the RTX 3060s from Nvidia also. So this is one of the thinnest and lightest true power laptop. In this one is somewhere around 1.7 kilograms, so equivalent to 3.7 pounds. And it's only 16 millimeter thick, which is equivalent to 0.63 inches. Most of the quote unquote thin and light laptop out there, they're somewhere around the 19 millimeters and 20 millimeters. But in this one, we're able to squeeze it somewhere around, 15, 20% thinner. And it is a super portable designs. This one is going all the way around. You can pretty much see it's very slim, very easy to carry. And other things, because we're using 11 Gen H chipset, this one will have Thunderbolt 4, and also it will have a PCIe 4 for the SSDs if you want to upgrade it yourself.
Is PCI 4 standard on that, or is it an option?
It's a standard. There are different options, which is we do use some skills. We're using the PCIe 3 still. Mm-hmm. The other ones we're using the PCIe 4.
Got it. Very cool. What's the advantage of Thunderbolt 4? Is it just enhanced speeds with to-come drives, or what is sort of the angle there?
So but one of the reasons is there is obviously people want something like this. They might down the road have some Thunderbolt 4 devices that they would want to use, because when we build something like this, we expect people to use it for a few years. And other cool things about this is all the laptops that we're using and showing right now, all the USB-C port is able to be power charged. What that means is we are also launching a brand new docking devices coming out this year. And that device have 100-watt power delivery. So if you set this up at home or you set this up in office, basically it's one USB-C plug into there, and it will be able to charge the unit while you can have all of your 3 monitor out, all your keyboard, mouse setup, everything like that, all powered with one USB-C. Obviously, you can't do it when you're gaming, because during gaming, you really need true power. You need to plug in the power adapters. But when you're on the road, in some of the cars nowadays, you have USB-C charging just so that you can still work while sitting in the back of a car, or in the airport or somewhere that you just don't have access to a power plug. So you can at least keep on working while you go in there.
Got it. Yeah, the power plugs also over USB-C tend to be smaller. You don't have a big brick, or how does that work with?
Yeah, there on this one, pretty much the power brick is very, very small. In here, as you can see, it's just pretty light and pretty small. Cool. That you can just carry it around with you. Pretty much, some ladies like to put it in their purse and everything like that.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, because the whole idea behind that machine is that it's ostensibly a mobile gaming machine. So wherever you end up with your gaming, it's no big deal to carry the brick with you. It doesn't add much to your bag. Yeah.
So the one that I was showing you is just another USB-C power plug that we sell separately. Obviously, for this ones, the normal power adapters is huge. It's not huge. It's a little bit bigger because it needed like a much more power for it. So this one, the normal one is 150-watt versions. The other power plug that I show you is just for traveling to use.
Got it. Okay. Fair enough. Well, very cool. Well, thank you for the overview of the 3 new Ampere laptops from MSI that you'll be showing at CES or at Digital CES this year. Thank you so much, Cliff, for your time. We'll be looking forward to seeing these on the market and reviewing them soon as well. Thanks again for joining us on One Cool Thing. I'm John Burek, PC Mag. See you again soon.